Hey guys, it's Greg at Vanguard Motor Sales. Man, I got a hot Mustang for today. I know you all recognize it. Bullit Mustang. She's a recreation, of course, of the Bullit Mustang. It was a real S code when it was born. She is Highland green now, and she is looking absolutely gorgeous. Now, as you see that grille, they've pulled all the emblems off the grille, just like back in the day when they did the Bullit Mustang. It doesn't have the Mustang on the nose of the hood either. But everything is looking absolutely gorgeous. You can see the chrome on the front bumper's looking awesome. She is one beautiful car. It's an S code too, guys, and it's a 68. Now it's got upgraded bug eye headlights in it. Looking good. Now also something that they did is they put these different wheels on there. Those are real similar to what would have been on the car back in the day. That rocker trim has been painted out to be the same color as the car also. And another thing they did is they painted the trims around these marker lights also. All stuff that was done to the movie car back in the day. Like I said, those wheels are a real close representation of the original. You can see the door jamb looking good. The door panel looking great. It's got the Shelby style steering wheel on it. It has been upgraded to a 5-speed. Of course, they didn't have that back in the day. And it does have the fold down back seat, which is super cool. You can see the seat back in there. Isn't that neat? Super cool, man. Everything looking gorgeous on this car. Hop in this baby, go anywhere, have a blast. Definitely a conversation piece. Everybody's gonna know what it's from. The Bullit Mustang. All you need is a black Charger to chase around. Now, something else they did is they took the Mustang off the deck lid. They also blacked out the tail panel and blacked out the fuel fill. I always look in the trunk of every Mustang, or every car we buy, so it's a good thing to check out. You can see those wheel wells are nicely painted. Always pull back the carpeting and everything and look underneath, and you can see those wheel wells looking good. Now the floor of the trunk on a Mustang is actually the gas tank, and the gas tank looks like it's fairly new. You can see all the trim work, all the gutter system, everything around here looking absolutely gorgeous. Super cool car here, guys, and the dual exhaust. Everything on the car looking just like it did back in the day. You find you a black Charger to chase around and have some fun, just don't go to jail. I love this car, and like I said, it's got the 390 FE under the hood, guys. Now at Vanguard Motor Sales, we don't do any consignment whatsoever. That means we own this Mustang, and I know a lot of you want to hear that 390 fire up through that dual exhaust, but before we do that, we'll go out in the shop, see what's going on. Now we're right here in the Motor City, so we've got great facilities for working on old cars. You know, this is where they were all born. Now we've got 25 lifts in here, 15 full-time mechanics checking stuff out. And then about 2 miles from here is our main showroom where there's over 150 cars there. So we own all of our inventory here at Vanguard. We don't do any consignment whatsoever. And a lot of people ask us, where do we find all these awesome cars? Well, we're hopping on airplanes, getting in cars, driving thousands of miles, getting on our hands and knees with flashlights, checking out the bottoms of cars. We're checking them out top, bottom, inside and out. We're really picky about every car that we buy. The paint, the chrome, the underside, the suspension, the motor, the interior. Now, once we get them back here, the mechanics fully inspect every one of the cars before we park your dream in your driveway. Let's go find that Charger, baby. It's not exactly the streets of San Francisco, but it'll do. Love this thing, man. I tell you, she's driving good. Look at that. No hands on the wheel, going nice and straight. Got the Shelby steering wheel. Love this thing. Actually, it's a reproduction of a Shelby steering wheel, but it looks like one. Then we got the stock gauges, everything looking just as cool as can be. I'll see if the guys can get the tack working. I don't see the tack's not coming up. The speedo's working. We got AC on this baby under the dash, and that under the dash unit works really good. And then we got aftermarket radio in here. I mean, everything about this car is just cool as can be. Highland green, ready to go rock and roll, baby. She is an amazing piece. And don't forget, Tom can deliver this baby anywhere in the world. You just give us a call at 248-974-9513. He'll tell you just how easy it is to park this dream in your driveway. Tell you what, she is a little sweetheart too. Now I want to thank all 2 million of you that are watching us on YouTube. You've already subscribed. And if you want to keep track of our inventory, a great way to do it is make sure you subscribe, hit the little bell button, and we'll send you a notification whenever we do a new video. You may be the first one to see it. Now we're right outside the Motor City here, and if you're coming in town on business, we're real close to the airport. Just had a gentleman fly in this morning, took him for a ride in a car, did some paperwork, and he's on his way back to his hometown, and we'll be delivering his car out to him. Tell you what, this thing is so cool. I love the rumble of the exhaust. She sounds amazing. And then the reflections in the hood, man, you can see the stoplight in the hood. Isn't that cool? Super cool car here, guys. Well, we're gonna take it back to the shop right now where we're gonna put it up in the air so you can check out the bottom side, get the hood up, see what's making the power. We're gonna show you everything you need to see, so stick with us. All right, we're underneath this baby now, and man, is she cool under here. You can see that the tank's new, the exhaust is new, spring packs look like they've been all taken apart, painted up, looking good. Brake lines look like they're all new. Shocks look like they're fairly new. Now this Ford 9-inch, I just rolled it over and counted, and I got right around a 3.0 gear. Now originally this car came with a 325 gear, so somewhere in that neighborhood, and it acts like an open rear end to me. Drum brakes out back, and of course the guys here at Vanguard will take those drum brakes all apart, make sure they're in good working order and installed correctly and all that. Flowmaster mufflers, looks like the parking brake cable's new, it looks like the fuel line's new. The brake line's up here in the tunnel, that's where they all were in the Mustangs. It looks like it's new. This has been upgraded to a Tremec 5-speed. It does have an upgraded explosion-proof bell housing. It does have the stock appearing clutch linkage. It's got a stock appearing starter. Now I got the numbers right here behind the oil filter. It starts with a 7, so that means this block was casted in '67. And I believe the car was built in March, January, February, yeah, March. And so it very well could be the original motor. Got disc brakes up front, looks like some new brake lines. We got new bushings in the sway bar. We got new bushings in the radius arms. I mean, everything under here is painted up, looking nice and slick and clean. Like everything about it. Looks like the upper control arms and lower control arms are new also. And then up front here, let's see, got the black wall tires just like back in the day on the movie. 205 65 15s. I'm having a hard time seeing that 205. And then you can see those disc brakes peeking out from behind. Very, very cool. Love the wheels on this thing too. These are American racing wheels. As you get down the side here, everybody knows, make sure you look at the torque box. Whenever you're looking at a Mustang, look at this part of the torque box right here. That's the first to go. You know, this end in here, but the torque box is solid as a rock. Pinch weld looks great. Here's my little cheat sheet. And then out back, 235, 60, 16s out back. Well, let's lower this baby down and look at that 390 under the hood. All right, under the hood, looks great. Looks just like it did back in 1968. Well, real close. First thing you see is that great looking air cleaner on there. I mean, it's looking sharp. Now, I pulled the cover off. It does have a Holley 4-barrel on it. You can see it's got chrome valve covers. It is a 390. Like I said earlier, it was cast in 67. Car was built in early 68, so it very well could be the original motor. We got power brakes, power steering, aftermarket air conditioning. It does have electronic ignition there. You can see electronic pickup anyway. It's got 2 wires, so it's got a power wire and a ground wire. If it just had points, it would only have the ground wire there. It's got stock appearing coil on it, stock appearing alternator also. It's got the stock manifolds on the exhaust. Looks like it's got stock intake on it. I mean, everything about this thing's looking good, man. She is a beauty. We've even got the Ford markings on the window washer bag. I don't know if that's working or not. Bottom side of the hood's nicely painted. I mean, everything about this thing is just absolutely gorgeous. They even went to the trouble of putting the top on it to make it look like an old-fashioned Autolite battery. All the paint work in here is looking good, man. I love it. I'm never going to stop talking about it. Hey, give us a call at 248-974-9513 and let Vanguard Motor Sales park this little dream in your drive.